One. Welcome in, Falcons fans, to episode 5 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, an Atlanta Falcons fan cast. We are recapping the, I guess you could call it, performance against the Panthers today, Mike.
I guess you could call it performance. Right out the gate, Johnny shooting shots. Shots fired. Shots fired out the gate, ladies and
gentlemen. Hey, man, look, we said from the
Out of Your Falcon Mind podcast starting off hot.
We said from the first show that we were going to be positive, but we're going to be honest. Always. Yeah. Yes. That was that. I mean, and so for, that's how it's going to be. But anyway, look.
So this is a bad one.
Yeah. So, but before we get into that, though, Mike, how's your weekend been going, man?
Man, the weekend been going good. I did a lot of work, but I was free today. Assuming I would be enjoying, the Falcon festivities, and I got a free day for just basically no reason now. Yeah. But I'm still enjoying my free day, but the Falcons kind of let me down.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, hey, the good news is you can watch Game 5 tonight when we potentially might clinch and win the World Series for the Braves.
Yeah, one in Atlanta, Georgia. If that happened, that'll be something.
Yeah, last night, I don't know if you saw last night or saw any highlights, man, but it was not looking good. We were down 2-0, and going into the 7th inning, we hadn't done nothing. Our bats just, asleep the entire game. Mm-hmm. And the bottom of the 7th, Dansby Swanson, hometown kid, homers to right to tie it up. I'm sorry, we were down 2-1. He homers to right to tie it up 2-2. And then Jorge Soler comes in as a pinch hitter right after him and hits another home run out to left field, line drive shot. And left field put us up 3-2. And then the bullpen does what they've been doing the entire postseason and most of the second half of the season. They just shut it down and got the win. So, man, it was amazing. I came off my seat, man. I'm surprised I didn't wake up the neighbors, man. I was out of my damn mind.
Man, I hope they win it tonight. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
The state of Georgia.
Yeah, me too. I've been nervous all day. The Falcons didn't do anything for me there, but been anxious and nervous. They're going to be anxious and nervous until it's over with. But anyway, so we get a few housekeeping things out of the way too. We got a few more 5-star reviews we got to read off.
All right, let's see who. Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm. So this one is from D Lebhaft. He says, "Great. I may just end up listening to these guys versus the game. That actually might be a good idea, especially considering how today went. Much more than just Falcons. Very entertaining, insightful, without worrying about hurting feelings. These two care about the birds." Yes, we do. And we appreciate that.
We do. And you can always save your eyesight by skipping the game.
That's right.
And just listening to us.
That's right. And actually, you know what? I think we should have our YouTube channel up fairly soon. So this might be the first one we put on YouTube. So if you want to just watch on YouTube and listen, if you want to see our faces, you're welcome to do that too. Whichever strikes your fancy. All right. The next one is from VA53. It says, "Great new Falcons pod, a lot of energy, fun, and informative. Fun and informative from these two guys. Already one of my favorites. Keep it up, fellas." Well, we plan to, and we appreciate that.
We appreciate you, buddy. We appreciate you, man. Keep listening.
All right, so moving on to today. Some breaking news before the game. Calvin Ridley was scratched. And all we knew at the time was it was for the same personal reason as it was, as he didn't make the trip to London. And so not knowing what it is, because he never really addressed it, we all just kind of assumed it was, mental health related or maybe family, or who knew, So he released this statement saying, "These past few weeks have been very challenging. As much as I'd like to be on the field competing with my teammates, I need to step away from football at this time and focus on my mental well-being. This will help me be the best version of myself now and in the future. I want to thank my teammates and the entire Atlanta Falcons organization, our great fans, my friends, and my family for all of their support during this time." Now, to start off, Mike, I saw a ton of negative, just ridiculous.
Like, what did you see?
Comments on Twitter.
What could possibly be negative to that? Please tell me what it is.
Oh man, he's soft. How can a man with making that many millions have these many issues? or have mental issues. I mean, now there was a lot of support too. Don't get me wrong, a ton of support.
Yeah.
But it blew my mind that somebody going through you, and this is what it all goes back to for me. You don't know what anybody is going through at any
Anybody.
time. You can have a smile on your face, man. Look at Robin Williams. Look at these guys. You have no idea what's going to be happening in somebody's life. Or so for you to make a judgment, I don't give a shit how much money they make. Like, for you to make a judgment on how you think they should act or how you think they should be mentally is, I mean, I can't even
a little outrageous.
I can't express how asinine that is, man. So what do you got on it?
No, I agree with you. I'm thinking that, man, I really would have loved to have him on the field today. I think he was a key on the reason we lost. But as much as I want him on the field, I'm kind of honest enough to think that we all have a personal life, and I don't care. We all got a personal life, and it's personal to you, and you never know what's going on in somebody's personal life. It could be with their mother, their kids, their wife, that you don't know what somebody's going through. So like John said, I'm just never going to do that. If somebody tell me they need some space for something mental, give them the space. I don't want him shooting up the Falcon facility because we pressed him out to come back when he wasn't ready, man.
Yep.
Let that man breathe until he say he's ready to come back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you got to hope that, and it sounds like he's surrounded by some good people. I mean, hopefully he gets whatever help he needs. And I mean, on our team, I mean, Hayden Hurst, he was very public about his issues in the past, so, I mean, I think
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, hopefully he can, maybe he can be one of the guys that comes to him and, really helps him out because, like I said, I mean, I'm to make that, I mean, to make those kind of comments towards somebody like that. I don't give a damn they're hurting your fantasy team. I mean, and
it's personal.
And we love the Falcons. Like we love our team.
And I would have loved to have him today.
Oh hell yeah. We needed him today badly.
We needed him today, but I'm still saying, man, if he telling you that,
you're a human being first, man. Yep. So you got to take care of yourself first, and then everything else comes second.
I don't know if that man, but who knows if that man is something with his children. Who knows if he going through something with his wife or his mom? You don't know. Now, if you hear the story later, then you will feel bad. So that's why you just don't judge.
Yeah. I hope,
but man, come on, Calvin, take your time, but come on back, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, because we love you and we need you.
We need you.
All right, so getting on to the actual game. So start off with a bang, right? So we had the fumble on the first play of the game.
Deion Jones punching that ball out like young Mike Tyson. He is balling.
Yeah, man. So then the offense takes over and 3 and out. Yeah, so Cuba gets that 46-yard field goal, 3-0.
Per the usual.
And then, on the next possession, I thought, and I mean, AJ Terrell, I mean, he continues to impress. I mean, made a great tackle there behind the line of scrimmage. Still, I mean,
1-on-1. 1-on-1. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a 1-on-1 tackle.
Yeah. And then we had a 3rd and 11 where we let him convert, which unfortunately started to become a theme today. And that's one thing that, we referred to on the last pod about the preview show that Dean P said that's one thing they wanted to improve on was getting off the field on 3rd down. Bad news, Mr. Pease. You did not improve on that today.
You did not. Yes.
No, that was not good. So, and then 3rd and 9 after that, and Auden Gate. I know I just tore that man's name. Auden G, whatever the hell, huh?
I don't even try. I just
whatever. Yeah. 92 got his hands up and swatted a pass down, which was one of the few, I guess, sort of we got close to the quarterback because we didn't sack him again today. 0 sacks.
0 sacks. We'll get on that in a minute.
And so, but that led to 4th down, and Gonzalez hit a 29-yarder, so 3-3. The next possession, we had Mike Davis show up and truck Shaq Thompson, which that was fun to see. But then Shaq ended up getting the last laugh.
He had a little bit extra spunk in his tank because he was playing his old team. He was doing a little bit extra today. I love it though.
Yeah, me too. Then we had a pass tipped at the line. We ended up punting. And then the next possession for the Panthers, we had a Brandon Copeland sighting. He got a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. We got off the field on 3rd and 17, so thank God we didn't allow a long conversion.
Yeah.
And I was wondering at the end of the first quarter, like, man, we hadn't seen Cordell at all. Like, you notice that? Like, a lot of the runs were going to Davis, and wasn't sure what was going on with that. But yeah, and then
trying to get him in the game.
Yeah, and then it was funny. Matt threw to Kyle, and I swear, dude, there was like they had a PI, but when the ball got to him, there was a safety, a linebacker, a corner, another linebacker. There was like 4 or 5 dudes all around him. And I was like, okay, well, clearly they are going to make sure he doesn't, catch the ball today, especially with no other threat really on offense. And then we moving on to the second quarter. Patterson showed up, got the catch underneath, ran in for the touchdown. We're up 10-3, feeling pretty decent.
Real decent.
Yeah. And then on the next possession for the Panthers, we get a 3rd down stop after a holding call. Gonzalez, another field goal, 51-yarder this time, 10-6. On the next possession, 3rd and 8, we get a PI again on Pitts because he's just tough to handle. And then we had a 3rd and 1, I think it was. No, 3rd and 4, I'm sorry. And Pitts ran a little quick out, and he ran it. I think he cut his route off short by a yard.
It was too short.
Yeah, so we had a 4th and 1, which they were, I'll give them credit. They did a little quick screen. I was expecting a run up the middle as usual.
Yeah.
They did a little quick screen to Patterson, and he got the first down barely, but then we had Mike Davis show up with, I think, his longest run of the season. I think he rumbled for about 20-something yards.
Yeah.
Had a nice little cutback. And then, unfortunately, on the next, I don't know, it was the next play or the next set of downs, but Matt was looking to his left pretty much the entire time. I think he looked to his right, saw a brief second that I don't even know who he was throwing to at the time, but maybe Sharp was open, but he wasn't, because Thompson was just sitting down there watching. And he jumps the pass, interception. So now that wasn't great. And that was we were driving down the field there too. So
that was a bad pass from Mr. Ryan.
So really, I mean, we got the ball back with what was like a minute 45 left in the half. And I tweeted out, I was like, all right. I was like, it's Matty Ice time. It's 2-minute drill time.
Yeah.
What the fuck do? We run the ball twice.
I have no understanding of it. No understanding. Again,
we need
to score. We need to score here.
And we said on the show many times, and it's documented, the man's one of the best in the 2-minute drill ever to play the game. So why are and
let him go for it?
In general, in the first half, just no aggressiveness at all to the play, no urgency to the play calling.
Yeah.
Like we were, like you said last week, we were really happy with the play calling. It was it was good.
Fine.
I don't know. We didn't try to go. And I understand part of it's Ridley. We didn't have Ridley, and it's tough for us because we're only seeing what we can see on our TV screens, right? We're not. But man, no shots downfield. Just nothing. I mean, it was just really just so we hand the ball, we give the ball back to Carolina, and guess what? They are aggressive. They come back down the field, 57-yarder, longest one in his career for Gonzalez, and he nails it, 10-9. So you tell me, we're not going to let Matt go down and try to get some points. We're going to be conservative and give it back and let freaking Sam Darnold go down the field on you.
Get on there and score some points. Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. So start the second half, pretty piss poor start. Matty gets sacked on 3rd down, have to punt. And the next possession the following possession with Carolina, does Eric Harris lay Robbie Anderson out?
Man, so we got to pause there. If y'all didn't see it, man, Eric Harris, Robbie Anderson, put that into your search bar. And it was clean hit, good clean hit. He didn't helmet the helmet. Nope. Man, he sent him back to the Stone Age.
He did what a safety is supposed to do in that situation.
Yes. Lay him out. He should be scared the next time y'all play when he coming around you, he should be scared for his life.
Yep. You separate the man from the ball.
Man, it was Keanu Neal like.
It was. I saw that on Twitter too. Some people were like, "Man, I haven't seen that since Keanu Neal."
It was Keanu Neal like he hit him,
so that,
he took his head off.
Yeah,
I love to see that from the Falcons.
Me too.
When he woke up and chose violence. Yeah.
And that was one of the few, bright spots, I guess, today. I'm glad Anderson was okay because you don't want to see anybody.
I believe it was the only bright spot.
It's really damn close to being the only bright spot. Yeah, you're right. So we had after that, we had a third, or they had a 3rd and 4. We blitz. Foye almost gets to the quarterback, and we got a punt. Or they had to punt, and then we continue with our conservative ass play calling and gets nowhere
against the Panthers.
Yep. And Carolina. Let's see. After that, we just couldn't stop the run, man. It was all day. We couldn't stop. It didn't matter who it was. It could be Hubbard. It was Abdullah, Freeman, and whoever they brought. Sam Darnold at one point had he was like their second leading rusher or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it again. Sam Darnold was was rushing on us. Like what the?
And every time it felt like they ran, it was 5-6 yards. It was no 2-yard run. It was 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, they were getting chunks of yards, man. It wasn't
chunks of yards.
Yeah. And so why would you stop?
Yeah.
And not to mention, that's that's just basic football 101. You're gonna run, you're gonna allow the passing game to open up. And that's what's also unfortunate, because like we said last week, with Darnold getting benched in that previous game, and like you pointed out, that's either, you figure that's going to hurt the psyche of a quarterback, especially someone who's been through it, but we said, he's either going to fall and crumble, or he's going to rise to the occasion. And lucky for him, he was facing our defense today. So
and he looked like he rose. He rose like Jesus to the occasion. Like he rose, he came to play. He lit us up like he was on a mission from Mars, man. It was just bad. And here's what I want to say, it was even worse because I saw that catch in the first quarter. I thought it was a touchdown.
I did too.
The one on the sideline?
DJ Moore.
I don't know how that's not a catch. I'm just being honest.
I don't know how
that's he had it. He didn't fumble it. He got his feet in. How that wasn't a touchdown. So it was supposed to be even worse than it was on us, really.
Yeah, I don't even know what's the catch anymore anyway. They just have to tell me what it is.
Sam Darnold was on a mission. Yep. Yeah, I just go case by case now. Who knows what a real catch is?
Yeah, and then it was it was funny at the moment. If you saw the play where Grady came straight through the line, like nobody touched him.
Yeah,
that was hilarious. I don't know how you mess that up on the offensive line.
Yeah.
The one dude, you have to know you got somebody on. You missed out. But I think he got a hit on him, but Donald still got the pass away or whatever. But and then we had another 3rd down, quick toss to DJ Moore, and we still couldn't get off the field again. It just kept killing us on 3rd. We could not get off. And then they were 3rd and goal. Eric Harris again on the blitz, forces a bad pass. So the D held again. 23-yard field goal, 12-10 Panthers at that time. So like we've been saying, defense is not good, but they're going to have to hold in certain positions in certain times. And they did for the most part, other than just this. And we'll get to the stats in a second, the total game stats and stuff like that. But other than just allowing the team to run all day long, they didn't get in the end zone very much, clearly, like one, right? So if you're holding to 3, then it's on your offense to do their job, and that didn't happen either. But like I said, having those guys back, having Gilmore back, having Shaq Thompson was a huge impact today on the game. That definitely hurt us, and then not having Calvin out there again, it just that was tough.
So if you ask me, it was 3 things, man. One is that we had to have Calvin out there because the whole team was on pitch. Like you said, I looked a few times, it seemed like it was 5 people on that man. But when he's the only option, now what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to play. He's gonna have to throw me a pass, you a pass, the groundskeeper pass. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to start playing with team B when when your only star has 5 people on them. So that was really damaging for us, man.
Yeah.
Like we needed Ridley out there today.
Yeah, we're gonna have
So we
to
needed that. And
and
one
go ahead.
no, yeah, you say, well, I'm hoping he come back, man. Like I hope he take his time, but man, we need him on the field because if we just got Pitts, it won't work.
No, that's the
Man,
thing.
that was the Carolina Panthers, John.
Yeah, I know.
And we
And
just got our ass whooped by Carolina, so we need Ridley on the field.
yeah, and in his statement, he said, he's stepping away from. We don't know what that means. It could be
Yeah,
a week or a
it
season.
could be
You don't
4
know.
weeks. Yeah,
I mean,
yep.
and so that being said, we got to go find a receiver, man. We have to find somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
to because we can't do it with what we got. We have to have somebody else
Oh
that's
no,
viable.
no.
I mean,
Russell Gage is cool for select plays, but not to be on the field as a second. No, no, you can't do them.
no, we have no
No,
number one
you can't.
receiver. I
So
mean, like not even
no,
close.
no, yeah.
So yeah, so getting into the fourth quarter, Matt threw a beautiful pass, and unfortunately, Kyle picked the worst time ever to have his first drop in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a big one. Because right after that, what just happened is Koo
That was
missed.
a perfect pass.
It was, and right after that, Koo missed wide right on a 45-yard attempt, which was his first miss in the last 15 attempts at over 40 yards. So if Kyle makes that catch, who knows what happens on that drive? We probably get 3 because we're a little closer. At least we may even go in there and score. So like we talked about before, and it's going to be a repeated theme, I think, over the season. If the offense doesn't take advantage of every single opportunity they get, then we're going to be in trouble because we can't do this. A lot of trouble. We can't do these 3 and getting field goals. We're going to have to get in the end zone. So after that, another about 2 or 3 more third and shorts were got by the Panthers. Third and short was almost a guarantee for them today. If it was 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, it was just like, oh well, shit, they're going to convert that. It was run it. Yeah, it wasn't even I didn't have any thought at all that we were going to stop him.
No resistance.
Yeah, and then there was I think it was a long 3rd down, and all of a sudden Darnold takes off for 17, 18 yards for a first down. And I was like, oh my god. And then what's his name? Darnold runs again on a quarterback. I think it was design quarterback run this time, right after he got the first down. And Foye introduced himself to Mr. Darnold very rudely, as he unhinged the dude's helmet, and put him out of the game. I'm sure that man's concussed. There's no, I don't think any way around.
Definitely concussed. Definitely concussed.
Another clean hit though.
Yeah, good, clean fun. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
Now Sam knows he's going to have to slide because there are linebackers that will, put you in another.
He's going to have to slide in the tub all week. He's going to have to slide in the bed. He's going to have to slide in the car. He ain't going to be. He's going to be doing a lot of sliding. Man, because I don't think he can stand up straight after that hit. He got it. Ooh, nice hit though.
Yeah, that was rough. And
he'll be all right. He just a little concussed.
Yeah, right. And then PJ Walker comes in immediately, and Cuba Hubbard scores on a touchdown run. Not a shocker there. Very next drive, 3 and out. Ryan gets sacked on 3rd down. So, and then to top it off near the end of the game there, Ryan gets hit as he throws and throws the ball to Stephon Gilmore, which unfortunately that guy plays for the Panthers. So that's pretty much how the game ended for the most part. So that was a quarter breakdown, and as you can tell,
it was a whack game to me, man. To just watch it, it was because there's no. Usually, I'm so positive I can say something that I liked.
Yeah,
there was nothing. I mean, I'm the biggest Matt Ryan fan, and I didn't think Matt Ryan played well. Those 2 interceptions were balls he shouldn't have thrown, and I'm really gonna say that. But he shouldn't have thrown those 2 passes. I know he didn't have blocking all game. He had terrible blocking. He just had people in his face. But still, man, those 2 passes were ones he shouldn't have thrown.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I think he's trying to do that last one. I think he's trying to just make a
Yeah,
play and do too
he
much.
trying to do too much. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you this: I'm just embarrassed that Sam Darnold beat us, man. Like, and he looked good playing
Mhm.
us. I mean, it's Sam Darnold. He man, this boy don't look good playing nobody, like nobody but us. So, man, but the thing I that I kind of noticed was it was just no pressure on the man. He
Every
was
week,
back there. I mean, just no pressure. I mean, he
every
was just
week.
back there. It was like he wasn't worried. He look one, okay, no, he not open. He not open. He look at his grandma. He tell her
Mhm.
hi. He kind of wink at one of the cheerleaders, and then he choose who to throw to.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was no urgency. It was no pressure. He wasn't running for his life. And when I told y'all before, he can be of average talent. If you leave a quarterback that much time, he can be of average talent and to still pick you apart. And that's what he
Mhm.
did. He dragged us. The
Yeah, man.
Carolina Panthers and Sam Darnold just beat our ass. I'm just embarrassed and disappointed.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, we kind of knew going in that, and I mean, not to mention our score predictions vastly off, especially mine.
Mm-hmm.
Think I was at what 41-24 or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that didn't quite
you
happen.
said it was gonna be high scoring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that shows how much I know. But yeah, we all got that one wrong. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was just, I mean, the play calling was just really just maybe, I mean, that was to me, that was one of the worst offensively called play. And maybe it had, and you know, I'm sure it had a lot to do with who we had. But I mean, my God, we didn't have Calvin, you know, the week before last, and
Yeah.
you know, and I know it's a different
That's
team.
true. Good
And I know, I
point.
mean, Carolina has a better defense than the Jaguars or than the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, not the Jaguars, the Dolphins and the Jets. I mean, clearly. So I mean, it's going to come down to I mean, the trenches as always, and that's just unfortunately one
Mm-hmm.
of our weak spots on both sides of the ball. So when you're weak
On
there,
both sides of the ball.
yeah,
Jeez.
I mean, when you're weak there, it's just going to be
How
tough.
important is that? How important is that in all of the sport? Those two lines are the most vital things,
Mhm.
and that's our weakness.
Yeah.
How can we ever be good if that's our weakness?
Well, we couldn't get off. I mean, we couldn't get off the field on third down.
Mm-hmm.
They had long drives, man. That last drive they had was just like the first drive in the Dolphins game. Ate up like 8 minutes of the clock. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this last drive
Yep.
for Carolina ate up 8 minutes off the clock.
Yep.
So I mean, you know, if we can't do that, our defense is getting tired by the end of the game. If the team's having success running against us, then they're just going to keep on running against us because we are tired. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know, I mean, if we hold it, and like we said, if we can hold a team to 19 points, we should win that game.
We should win that game with our offense. Yes, we
So I
should win
mean,
that game.
you know, our defense is not good, but they held the other team to 19 points. And I don't care what team you're talking about. If you held a team to 19 points, we should win that game.
And like you said, it was like some offensive play calling was not there this game.
Yeah,
It was the regular boring
yeah. I mean,
one.
yeah, Carolina getting those guys back on defense clearly gave them a big boost. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it just shows us, like we talked about, we got to get another receiver because if there's no other threat other than Pitts, then we are dead in the water. So
Because he's not our receiver, y'all. He's our tight end. So you got to think
correct.
if he's our only weapon and he getting triple teamed and quadruple teamed, where else? What can we really do on offense? And
Yeah.
it showed that today. Like it looked like we was playing with one hand tied behind our back. So
Yep.
I didn't like the looks of it.
Yeah, no, it was bad. And to go over a few of the team stats here, and just if you just look at if you look at these stats and you didn't know what the score was,
Mm-hmm.
you would think it was like 42-7. I mean, it's that bad. It's
Yeah.
so I mean,
Oh,
the team stats.
is that bad?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So Carolina held the ball for 35 minutes, just over 35 minutes. We were at 24. They ran 22 more plays than we did, 72-50.
Wow.
Their offensive yards were 332 to our 213. Penalties, we only had 15 yards penalties. They had 76 yards of penalties. I will say this, maybe the second bright spot. The last 2 weeks, I think we've only had 3 penalties in both games.
And we was
So,
getting penalties beforehand.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So the discipline
Look at-
is getting there. I mean, that's I mean,
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, we're grasping at straws, but that's something.
Mhm.
Let's see, looking at turnovers, we had 2 turnovers, both picks that Matt threw, and then that fumble that was lost on the first play of the game was the only other
Yeah.
turnover of the game. Completion percentage, we were still at 74%, even with Matt's not great day, to their 52%. Neither one of the passing games was great, to be honest, but it didn't have to be for Carolina. They just had to do what they had to do to keep us off the run. So this is the big one. Carolina had 47 rushing attempts for 203 yards.
Goodness gracious.
And we had a 20 for a whopping 82. So, I mean, there's not many teams. Yeah, there's not many teams.
All they did was chew up the clock and keep us off the field and just run, pound us to death.
Yep. And there's not too many teams that you'll find that if they get 200 yards rushing that they lost that game. I mean, that's pretty much not a guarantee, but it's pretty damn close to a guarantee that they're going to win that game. Because look, I mean, total first downs, they had 21 to our 17, which is fairly close. Again, it just comes down to making plays when we had the opportunities, and we didn't do that. And last on the preview show, we talked about how really our third down efficiency has been really good this year. Not so much today.
No, not at all today.
And actually it flipped because Carolina was terrible on third down. But you know what you do to get right on third down? You play the Falcons.
Yeah. Yep.
Then you get right on third down.
Run the ball. Yep.
So they were 10 for 17 today on third down efficiencies, almost 60%. We were 3 for 10 at 30%, obviously. So
that's play calling on third down. Offensive line.
Yeah, just bad. So we were 1 for 1 in the red zone. 100%.
So we still perfect in the red zone as far as scoring.
Yeah.
We have scored. We still got that going. We've scored every single time we've been in the red zone all year. Yeah. We still 3 and 4.
Right.
Somebody make it make sense.
Yeah, no. And then
you're not scoring touchdowns. That's
yeah. And looking at the individual stats on the day, I mean, the quarterbacks are not even worth talking about because neither one did really good. Matt got sacked 3 times, 2 INTs. He got hit more than that. And that dude stepped on his hand, looked like he got shot, was bleeding everywhere.
Yeah. I was wondering how because it just kept bleeding.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
It is. Cuba Hubbard for the Panthers led their team in carries with 24 and 82 yards.
His name sound like the best bubble gum in the world.
You tried to do that was a bubble gum.
That sound amazing, like amazing. But Cuba Hubbard. Oh, I will buy that
strawberry
gum.
Cuba Hubbard is amazing.
The strawberry Cuba Hubbard, man. Oh man, he would be a hit with the kids. But yeah, he was killing us.
Yeah, and then the second leading rusher on the team was the extremely dangerous Sam Darnold with 8 carries for 66 yards on an average of 8.2 per carry at 20 yards.
No, I'm still like Sam Darnold got off on us.
Oh,
like he got off passing. He got off rushing. Sam Darnold just got off on us, man. But man, that's like Mark Sanchez getting off on you, or just Jawan Howard, just somebody that's just shouldn't be getting off on you. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Just torched the Falcons, man. He don't torch nobody.
No. And then let's see, for our rushing, we had both Cordell and Mike had 9 carries each. 35 yards for Cordell, not 44 for Mike, including that long. I mean, and almost half of that was on that one run for 18 yards. And then Matt had a couple of carries for, a yard or 2. On defense, I mean, like we talked about how Shaq was, a big get. So yeah, he had 10 tackles, 8 solo, 1 tackle for loss, and an interception. The next closest guy to him had 4 tackles. So that man clearly,
he was on a mission.
Yeah. And no shock for us on defense. Dion 14 tackles with 10 solo, and Foye was 16 tackles and 10 solo The next closest is Eric Harris, and Tyler Davison with 7. So you can unwrap a few things.
Everywhere.
You can unwrap a few things there. It's like you never want your safeties leading the team in tackles, because that means
right.
you get into the second and third level. I guess the next, your linebackers definitely are going to be probably your leading tacklers. You love to see your linemen have more, because then the run's not getting through that first level. But those guys continue to just be everywhere and do everything they can. And Dion had the one forced fumble on the first play of the game. Other than that, man, that was
an awesome start, Dion. Thank you, buddy.
Yep. And
man, if we can't count on nobody, we can always count on our linebackers.
Yep.
I tell you that much.
And you look at
come to play.
Yep, for sure. And you look at the stats overall, like I said, and it looks like we should have been blown out 42-7, but we lost by 6 points, so we're talking about a possession or two that, just needed to go our way and needed to be better. And it's just, it didn't happen for us today.
It did not, man. It's just so disappointing because, again, it's Carolina. It wasn't the Bucks. It wasn't even a good quarterback. It wasn't a good team. It was no McCaffrey. It was just no reason for us to lose.
Can you imagine if McCaffrey was healthy?
Man, and again, they scored an extra touchdown that they got kind of robbed of. It should have been worse.
True.
So they Sammed up, man. I told you, he was on a mission. He looked like he was trying to prove a point today, and he proved it before he got hurt. But we was on a mission too to prove that we're
just not that good.
Yeah, here's what our thing is. We can't never put a hat on our identity. Like if we play a certain way a week, we say those are the Falcons. We can never do that, because the following week it'll be like, oh, you playing, it's a whole nother team now.
Yeah.
So I don't never know who's gonna show up or what's gonna happen. Like, man, this team today sucked. Even Matt Ryan sucked.
Yeah, and it's maybe it's on us because, we had as fans, like, you see a couple of good performances like we saw, and I say good offensively, decent defensively, because again, we know we are on defense. We're going to bend and hopefully not break. That's until we get some more talent on defense, that's just going to be how it's going to roll. But when we win a few games, like we won those 3 in a row, then we as fans start to think, well, okay, we're rolling, maybe we can continue this going. And, maybe we should have looked a little harder at the opponent, that it was the Dolphins and that it was the Jets, which, by the way, the Jets, did you see, beat the Bengals today, over 500 yards offense.
The Jets?
The Jets.
I got to go check that out. Yeah.
Yeah. NFL, buddy. You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
But,
and Sam Darnold bought out on the same day. What's going to happen?
Yeah. So
stranger things.
Yeah. But that could be a theme almost every week.
It really could. I could play like the Twilight music in the background.
Shit. Yeah. But yeah, so, when you step back and look at it, like, we didn't do like a because we weren't recording at that time in the preseason or before the season started. We didn't give like our record prediction or anything like that. But me personally, like, I thought we would be lucky to be at 500 in the season, because I just looking at the talent, and like we looked at the schedule last week, and then I told you, I felt good about 3 games.
Yeah, that was
maybe that's 2 now, because the Panthers obviously.
No, yeah.
So it's. I don't know. It could be a really, really ugly end of the season, man.
But that's why I'm saying that you can't just say who they are and be like, oh, the team is good. Because you really know, like, man, my team could show up and kick your team ass, or my team could show up and get dragged across this field. And I have no idea which one it is. I have no way to estimate. And it could be one or the other.
Yep. And I think they're fighting to figure out what their identity is. And I think it's kind of tough, because some of these players are not going to be here next year, because they're going to be replaced, hopefully, with draft picks, maybe with trades, with better talents that we can keep. So, I think Arthur kind of has an idea of what he wants, clearly. I think he would like to kind of recreate what he had at Tennessee, just a, rough and tumble offense. And I mean, obviously he wasn't the defense. He had nothing to do with the defense there, but if we can, Dean Pease, man, I mean, like the man's been in the NFL for 150 years. He understands defense. And I mean, he knows what players he needs to have to be successcul. So I think they all know that it's going to take some time. And we know, obviously, like we talked about, like, this season is going to be, we want to see growth, but today was like a step backwards, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, today was a step back. It was like a chopping off of the legs. I wouldn't even say a step backwards. Like, we got our legs chopped. It's like, that was young. It was Sam Darnold. It's like, oh,
Cuba Hubbard,
it could have been anybody else. And Cuba Hubbard, some bubble gum. Like, man, Sam Darnold beat our ass. Like, I don't even know. There's like no breakdown I can give for that.
Yeah.
It's like Sam Darnold beat our ass, bro. And he looked amazing doing it.
Yeah. So, and we're going to, I mean, obviously with us recording this literally, half hour after the game's over, we're going to have more, visceral type, reaction to it than we might have a day later. But I mean, I don't think you can't really put a bow on that one and say anything other than it is what it was. I mean, it was just,
we are two positive people.
Yeah, we are.
But
very positive.
Can't put a bow on that. It's like putting a bow on a log of shit.
Really?
Like there's no way I can do that.
No, because it's still gonna stink, and it still does.
It's still gonna stink. Yeah, it just make the boat stink. That's all it does. But no, man, it's just a bad day today. And even again, I love Matt Ryan, man. Even for Matt, bad day.
So
bad
we asked
all around.
Yeah. So what we're gonna start doing, tried it out today, and we'll keep doing this. So you guys watch out for it on social media. We're going to do a 5-word game review, basically. So in 5 words, you tell us just a review of the game. And we got a few responses. I started, mine was,
I'm down here. Okay, go ahead.
Mine was simply just could not stop the run. And that just to me was the whole crux of our game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, killed us. Let me find these guys here. So we had, it was kind of a theme, to be honest. From the few that we got, one dude said, Dustin says, "Thank goodness for the Braves." Well, that's very true.
Go Braves.
Let's see. We had one from, oh, we got a few more actually that just popped in there. Sorry guys, I'm having to look it up while I'm. All right, so JB Levengood says we laid an egg again. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. And L Bison, and he L Bison, man, I love you, dude, but you cheated. You had like way too many words here, but I'll go with it. Debo going for too many strips and not tackling. I'm never going to fault him for trying to strip the ball. As long as he's getting the tackles, and I think we said
I haven't
14
seen
today.
Him. Yeah, so if it starts to become a problem, I'll address it then. I don't see it being a problem.
But I do know what you mean, because you do see him. I mean, he's ripping at the ball, which is what you want your guys to do, but you do have to make the tackle first and foremost. Let's see, we had another one. I know we had one more. One guy, 3 words, "Let's go Braves." I mean, we kind of that's been a common theme. And then the last one from Rodney was, "The Falcons played. Go Braves."
That is hilarious. That is oh my God, that's the best one.
I responded back to him. I said, well, they were cited today at Mercedes-Benz. They were seen there.
Right, yeah, cited. They were seen there, but we don't know if they played. We don't know if what they did will actually qualify as playing.
Correct. So we're going to do that every week. So hopefully, the more you guys just look out for that. If you already have I'll post it on Twitter, or Mike will, and then we'll put it on Instagram. If you already have one in mind before the game's over, go ahead and send it through. You're welcome to do that. But yeah, we want to get some more, because like we said, we want to be interactive. We want to have as many.
It's awesome to interact with you guys.
Yeah, we want to have as many people commenting and emailing and whatever as we can, because we don't want to be just. I mean, like I said, I love Mike to death, and we're going to talk back to each other. But I mean, I want to see some more stuff coming from you guys. And then looking at a few tweets that was pretty funny. Well, now I can't find it. Oh, I thought one of the funniest things though was I think it was Mikael Walker showed up today to Mercedes-Benz in the Scooby-Doo outfit for Halloween.
Oh,
and as a
dressed like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, man. And as a Scooby-Doo fan myself, I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, I can't find them. But yeah, man, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we're here. We've got the Saints coming up this coming week, which I felt okay about it last week.
I felt okay about it too. Now
I don't so much now though.
Man, we 3-4 now. Like, I don't know how to. I can't really have confidence in the 3-4 team. All I can do is hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's Jekyll and Hyde, man. You don't know which one's going to show, and maybe we make a move this week. Maybe we have a new receiver in the team by Sunday.
And I hope really can come on, buddy. We need you back.
Yeah, I mean, take care of yourself. But yeah, we could use a damn receiver, that's for sure.
Take care of yourself by Saturday. No, I'm
kidding. Mike's totally kidding. Mike's totally kidding. Yeah. We don't need any bad emails or you guys are assholes. No, we've already listened to the first part of the show, and you'll miss the first part of the show. Listen, you'll hear our thoughts on that.
We love you, buddy.
That's right. And before we close the show out, like we say almost every episode, if you're new to listening to us, go back and listen to the first episode. It was kind of an intro to who we are, how we met, how we became Falcons fans, how we started this podcast, and then we talk about some general Falcons stuff, Super Bowl and different things that we just kind of get off our chest. And then you're welcome to.
It was a pretty cool episode, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a pretty cool episode.
Yeah. So, and it's getting smoother and smoother, because like we said on the intro, we are not media members. We are not journalists. We're just two dudes who wanted to do this and have some fun
out of our Falcon mind
every damn week. And we wanted to have fun and see where we could take this. And so far, it started off great. We're having a blast doing it. So if you guys want to get in touch with us, you can email us at atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. Send us ideas, thoughts, topics for shows, anything at all you want to send, except for anything personal or stuff that we don't want to, anything Falcons, we'll take that.
Yeah.
So our Instagram is Out of Your Falcon Mind, and our Twitter is Out of Your Effing Mind, FN Mind. And you can follow us there.
With questions that we will answer on the show live.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And looking forward to the preview show for the Saints. We're looking at Wednesday doing the recording. That's contingent on not having a game 7 with the Braves and the Astros.
Oh, okay. We will have news by Wednesday. Oh, well.
Yeah, Wednesday morning. Well, Tuesday night.
So
we'll know.
We may record.
Yeah.
We'll know.
I mean, fingers crossed, toes crossed that the Braves take care of business tonight.
Braves take care of business. And do you know what the city going to be on?
Dude, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
In Georgia?
I won't sleep.
The whole city going to grow. You know how many people are not going to work tomorrow if the Braves win? You know how many clubs going to be full tonight if the Braves win? All hell going to break loose if the Braves win.
Dude, the battery has been insane. I mean, like, tune in to Fox around 7:30, and you'll see how packed the battery is. It's
and I'll actually be watching my first. Like, I don't think I've ever seen and watched that game, because I would like to just see. I want to be a part of it if we win in the state of Georgia.
Definitely watch. I would encourage you, even not being a a fan quite yet, watch it, because you never. I mean, that you may buy in. You see some of these, some of these guys. Because I mean, this is probably, it's odd. It's like this might be the most likable team that we've ever had. Like the dudes, individual dudes, like some of the best dudes, like on the team. I mean, it's just it's crazy. But hopefully we take care of business tonight, and we don't have to worry about that. We can record on Wednesday, and we will have, unless anything changes with his schedule, we will have Chris on with us, who is a diehard Saints fan. He's from Louisiana. And just great dude. So we'll have some fun with him, and he'll probably have fun with us at our expense. So
especially after this.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping, man, he got Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's they got the Bucs.
They lose. Yeah, so hoping they lose so we could talk trash too.
Is that tonight, or is that going on right now?
It's happening actually on the TV screen behind me as we speak.
Is it? Okay, yeah. I was about to check the score to see how that was looking. Currently, I can't find it. Where the hell is it?
Sam Darnold. Hold
7-7.
7-7.
Second quarter, 5 minutes left. Yeah.
So, y'all, I just want to share a personal story about me and my life, and it's something that's really bothering me. I saw Sam Darnold kill some people this evening, and everybody he killed was already dressed in black. It was weird. Like Sam Darnold, who knew? Who knew, man? I'm blown away, man. I'm so disappointed in my Falcons. Sam Darnold came to town. Man. Tore through Atlanta.
Off of benching.
Jesus Christ.
Off a fourth quarter benching.
Off of a benching. And then PJ Walker came in and they just scored again. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of, what did Denny Green say a few years ago? They are what we thought they are. Well,
what they are,
we are who we think we are. We don't have no idea from week to week. Yeah. So anyway, guys, so we'll wrap it up there. Mike, you got anything else today, man, or is that good?
Nah, man. I'm just gonna go cry alone, and play slow songs all day, No, I'm kidding. But no, I don't have anything. It's just like I said, Sam Darnold, man, it's just unacceptable. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, and I'm afraid Jameis will. I mean, God knows what'll happen, but I mean,
with Sean Payton.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we have to see. And, like I said,
the
only positive, man. What is it? Eric Harris. Is that the dude? Eric Harris. Thank you. He rung that dude. I mean, that's a hit.
That was it.
That's what I've been waiting to see. That was the only, man. You knocked that dude out. I love it, buddy. Love you, Eric.
Yep, that was pretty much it. But all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks so much for listening to the recap show. Even though it was sad and not a fun one, it was fun for us to do, but not fun to talk about. We'll put it that way.
Disappointing.
Yeah, disappointed. It's that we're not mad, we're just disappointed. But I'm a little mad though, to be honest. But but anyway, all right.
Go Braves.
Go Braves. Let's finish it out tonight, and let's win the World Series. And we will talk to you guys on Wednesday. Worst case Thursday, but we're shooting for Wednesday for the preview show for the Saints. And you guys have a great beginning of your week, and we will catch y'all midweek. Mike?
Peace.
Later. That's Out of Your Falcon Mind, and we are out.